For many young people, the election petition hearing was the only real glance into how cases are argued in a Ghanaian courtroom. However, the Ghana Law School SRC Moot Court competition made it possible for law students to show their skills before judges.
A moot court simulates an actual courtroom. It is a make-believe court situation where two groups of people argue a case out before a judge. It is the closest experience that law students have while at university to appear in court. Of course, the setting of such moot courts are held outside an actual courtroom. A typical moot court deals with a case which has already been judged in real life. So cases under consideration in a moot court competition deals with what the laws of Ghana say and not people's opinion like in a debate. The experience in arguing cases while in school provides a good ground for law students to enhance their skills before they go before judges in real-life situations.
Respectfully, Your Lordships, it is therefore the respondent's submission that the High Court indeed does not have jurisdiction to try rape separately, as the appellants have urged this court to decide.
The presumption of innocence is a necessary but not a sufficient condition for the grant of bail.
Mooting helps to build the confidence of students in public speaking, general research and presentation skills. The second edition of the Ghana Law School SRC Moot Court session attracted Justices William Atuguba, Jones Doche, Suleg Badegbe, among others. Justice Atuguba was the presiding judge of the session with support from his colleague justices. The moot consisted of 4 speakers divided into 2 teams. Each team had a leading and supporting counsel. One team represents the appellants, those appealing the case. The other team are the respondents, also known as defendants. Arguments from both sides lasted over an hour.
In this appeal, there are 5 issues to be determined, and I shall argue issues 1 and 2, and the remaining issues will be taken up by my fellow counsel.
From your submissions, are you convinced that you are making a compelling case?
Contrary to the position in 1960 when the law on rape was formulated, there are also instances where bails are being violated by females.
Justice William Atuguba then delivered his verdict.
The first team is necessarily the response. I however wish to commend both sides. Nobody should be downhearted or downcast. You can see that if we're grading according to the school system, both sides scored A1, A1.
Prizes were given to the mooters for putting up excellent oral presentation and persuasive skills. Participants of the competition shared their experiences.
It helped us to research into the law very well, and although sometimes it may seem as if the case is tilted against you, when you do a good research, it will point even the mind of the court to certain areas in the law which needs development.
A moot or the courtroom kind of debate is completely different from the typical school debate. There are courtroom manners that have to be observed, the way you present, even the tone of your voice and all that. So I've really learned a lot.
It's actually a privilege to appear before these justices because they are people whose opinions and decisions contribute to the law reforms in Ghana.
I would say it's a very beautiful experience and of course a very good preparation grounds for what we'll be experiencing in future. And I'm sure you know that the Supreme Court is the apex, at the very apex of the judiciary, and for you to have the opportunity to stand before them and talk, it's a very big opportunity and we are very much grateful.
The Moot Court competition was organized by African Heights Foundation.
Okay, in many countries, as part of legal education, it exists, and it is emphasized especially on issues of constitutionalism and human rights which affects people, to encourage future lawyers to also take interest in public interest litigation. So the issues which are brought to be determined in moot court competitions are issues which affect the community, so that lawyers will begin to think of how to use the law to solve the problems of a community, as well as how to reform the law to make it better.
We have acknowledged that at the law school, critical among the skills that a lawyer is supposed to develop is the skills of advocacy. And taking into account that you take a lot of courses at the law school, you do not have much time to focus really on advocacy. And so we thought that we have an opening in our law week. How about we introduce legal advocacy as part of the law week celebrations?